All right, YouTubers, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see from the title, today we're going to go through a few box sets that I picked up recently. I'm also going to kind of talk a little bit about one that I owned already. It's a little companion piece to the first one I'm going to show, which is Homegrown Horrors Volume 2 that was put out by Vinegar Syndrome. We're also going to go through the Danza Macabre Volume 1, the Italian Gothic collection put out by Severin. This is a box set with all of Tony Danza's movies in his career, including a couple of rare episodes of Who's the Boss. So I'm kidding, obviously. This is a 4 Italian Gothic classics, uncut, uncensored, unsettling box set. We're going to go through that. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to jump into these tonight. And we're also going to go through Danza Macabre, which was put out by Indicator Powerhouse. And you get 4 sinister tales from the Alameda Films vault from 1959 to 1963. So we're going to unpackage these. We're going to go through the insides and see what these box sets consist of. So get yourself relaxed, get a beverage and a snack, light a candle, kick your feet up, and let's check these out. The first box set is called Homegrown Horrors Volume 2 by Vinegar Syndrome. They're known for their very high quality transfers, and when they clean up their movies, they have a very in-depth library with some very obscure horror movies and cult classics. They're doing a great job. And they have very high quality box sets. Many of you know, you own many of these, if not all of these already. But for those who have never seen this, I want to do a proper unboxing. And in this box set, you get 3 movies called Hanging Heart, Moonstalker, and Dead Girls. So it's a really nice heavy-duty, sturdy box. Comes with the lid. And each of the movies comes in their own case. So we'll start with the first one, which is Moonstalker. I haven't watched any of these yet. Let's see here. Looks like this is a movie from 1989. It is all region, and it's 92 minutes running time. And just a brief synopsis here. It says it's taking the formula of the late 80s slasher and injecting copious amounts of budget charm, along with creative kills and one of the highest number of murders in a film of the genre. So it sounds pretty good. The print is very fine here on the back, but you can see that you do get a decent amount of, they're calling it additional info and special features. On the inside, there's what the disc art looks like. There's the reversible cover. I'm not sure. That looks like it could possibly be the original, because I can picture that on a VHS box in the rental store back in the day. Although I never did rent this, but it just looks like it would be a good cover for back then. And I'm assuming that this is a newly commissioned artwork cover, which looks pretty good too. So that is Moonstalker. The next one here is called Hanging Heart. Looks like it's one of those masked slasher killer movies. I enjoy those quite a bit. This is a movie also from 1989. It is 103 minutes running time, all region. And you get some bonus materials here. It's a newly scanned and restored in 4K. For some of these obscure movies like this, that's phenomenal. There's great artwork there in the disc. And there's the reverse. Another great cover. So some fun slasher flicks from the late 80s. And the last one is called Dead Girls. And this looks like it's very, very low budget. But those movies can be pretty fun in their own right. It's a movie from 1990, all region, and 106 minutes running time. Looks like it has some elements of backwoods slasher, which is my favorite genre of horror movie. It says all-girl rock band Dead Girls have made a name and plenty of controversy for themselves by recording songs which glorify death and suicide. I'll leave it at that because sometimes it's funner to go into these movies blind or near blind. There you go with the disc art and the reverse cover, which again looks beautiful. All of their commissioned art looks really good. And then that just screams like, you know, I mean, the movie was from 90, but it looks like 80s all over it. So that was it for the Homegrown Horrors Volume 2. I'll do a little recap here. The 3 movies that you get. If anybody has seen any of these and you want to comment below, please keep it spoiler free. And just to kind of show them together, this was Volume 1 that I owned already. This is Homegrown Horrors Volume 1. And this one came with Fatal Exam, Beyond Dream's Door, and Winter Beast. And again, this had really nice artwork on the cover. And just to put them side by side this way, and to put them side by side this way, how they would look on the shelf. And I hope that they keep making these. I'm sure they will, because it seems like this is a pretty popular box set. People are pretty stoked on getting these movies. So, all right, we will move on now to Danza Macabre. Danza Macabre, Volume 1, the Italian Gothic Collection. Look at that painted art there on the cover. Beautiful. This is put out by Severin, and they also have very high quality box sets. This is still sealed, but we're going to pull the shrink wrap off, and we're going to go through and check out the movies that this box set has in store for us. It says, in a genre known for its castles, crypts, and candelabras, Italian Gothic also embraced themes of violence, madness, and sexual deviance. With these 4 films, those impulses dare to go even deeper. In 1964's The Monster of the Opera, director Renato Paulselli and screenwriter Ernesto Gastaldi craft a surreal, erotic shocker within the contemporary dance troupe. Perhaps the genre's rarest film, the berserk supernatural narrative of 1965's The Seventh Grave, also makes it among the strangest. For 1970's Scream of the Demon Lover, director Jose Luis Marino gathers classic traditions, then strips them naked and ties them to a torture rack. And the fourth and final, 1971's Lady Frankenstein, delivers iconic Eurocult talent on both sides of the camera for one of the most luridly entertaining shockers of the decade. The films in this collection are now fully restored from their original negatives with 12 plus corrective hours of special features. So they definitely put a lot of time and effort into this. It looks beautiful. There are the titles again of the 4 movies. There's a little bit of info on the bottom for running time and if it's black, white, color, mono, stereo, subtitles or not. And it looks like one of them may be region A locked and some of them may be all region. We'll have to dive in. Let's take the saran wrap, shrink wrap off, and we'll take a look inside. So the box is very high quality, and it's very similar to the Vinegar Syndrome box. It's a little bit thicker, but it has the same mechanics as the the lid pops off, the top of the box slides off, revealing a very sturdy, thick, high-quality box set. And I don't know if it's the smell of the ink, but it smells really good taking that plastic off. It has a really kind of a fresh ink type of a smell. And the movies look really great. They come in black Blu-ray cases. This is the first one, The Monster of the Opera. Let's take a look at that. Looks really, really good. 1964 black and white. You can watch it with English language and English subtitles. And it says this is the worldwide Blu-ray premiere. This has never been on Blu-ray before. So thank you to Severin for cleaning that up and releasing it to us. Always enjoy watching movies I've never seen before or that have never had a release before. The next one is called The Seventh Grave. That's a great cover and a great title. The Italians are always very clever with their titles. Movie from 1965, also in black and white. It is in English language with, it's in Italian language with English subtitles. And this is all region. Let's go back one more. This is region A. So The Monster of the Opera was region A, and The Seventh Grave is all region. You do get some bonus features. This also is a worldwide Blu-ray premiere. Not sure why one is region free and one is region locked. I don't know. Next we have Scream of the Demon Lover. This is a movie from 1970. It's color, and it is in English or Italian language. This one is region A locked. It says irresistibly groovy 70s Euro horror. It's a North American Blu-ray premiere for this one. And I haven't been looking to see if there's reverse, but I kind of doubted it. There's not, but these covers are amazing. They look really good. I'll do an overview at the end here. The fourth one is called Lady Frankenstein. Movie from 1971, and you can watch it in English and Italian language plus English subtitles. This one's region free, all region. From 1971, I don't know if I said that or not, but it is from 1971. And this one is co-produced by Roger Corman. It's the first official North American release restored uncut from the negative. So this looks like a beautiful set. So thumbs up, great job, pat on the back to Severin. I'm going to do a recap here, and then we'll move on to the third and final box set. The Monster of the Opera. The Seventh Grave. Scream of the Demon Lover, and Lady Frankenstein. I'd be curious to hear if any of you guys have watched any of these and what you thought of them. So the third and final box set we're going to go through today is called Mexico Macabra. Put it by Indicator Powerhouse, a company from England. They're a very good, high-quality company, just like the rest of these companies are. This is 4 Sinister Tales from the Alameda Films Vault, 1959 through 1963. We have the Black Pit of Dr. M, the Brainiac, the Witch's Mirror, the Curse of the Crying Woman. And right now it is sealed up, but we're going to pull the plastic off and go through everything inside here. You can see that each movie has its own little case. It's a digi-pack style packaging, kind of a cardboard shell. which I'm not the biggest fan of because they don't last as long. They don't look as nice over time as a plastic case does. And then it looks like you get a book, the red book in yellow there with the yellow font, and then you also get, I believe, some art cards. And you get a whole bunch of limited edition special features. And this was limited to 6,000. We got number 4654. Pause it here, take the plastic off, and we'll dive deep. I really love what Indicator Powerhouse does. I don't have any negativity or anything negative to share about their items other than, and I have mentioned this before in a previous video or two, that their limited editions are numbered on the belly band here, the paper band that goes around the box set, when they should be doing it on the back of the box set itself, I think, because if this thing ever gets lost or ripped or torn or lost or destroyed, thrown away on accident, I mean, it's part of a collectible that you would want to have on the box itself, I would think. But that's just my opinion, and it's just a little tiny gripe, nothing more than that. So speaking of the box, though, this is amazing. It shows the characters of the movies that are inside the box set. This, of course, is the Brainiac. That is one of the movies in this set that I have seen already, going back to the VHS days, and that's very, very memorable. I remember seeing that on the VHS box back in the day. That is Brainiac. And I think I may have seen the Curse of the Crying Woman, because that sounds familiar too. But this is all region, and the Black Pit of Dr. M is from 1959. It's in Spanish language only with English subtitles. It's black and white, 82 minutes running time. The Witch's Mirror from 1962, 76 minutes long, Spanish language and English language for that one, and you also get English subtitles, also black and white. The Brainiac is 1962, 77 minutes running time, Spanish language and English language, as well as English subtitles, black and white. I knew that one had English. I've seen that before in English track. And the Curse of the Crying Woman, 1963, 80 minutes running time, Spanish language and English language, and also English subtitles. So all of these movies were made in Mexico. Obviously, it is Mexico Macabra. And this is spine number, let's see if we can get in there without washing it out with the flash. You get spine number 381, 382, 383, and 384. For those of you at home who keep score about that stuff. And then if you want to pause that and read some of these special features, that's pretty incredible. So we will go through the movies next. These look beautiful, they really do. They look amazing, but I'm just not the biggest fan of paper cases, these little thin kind of cardboard digipacks. It does look beautiful, though. The print looks really nice. The color scheme on these covers and the foreign language title. There's the disc art. There's a scene, a still from the movie, The Curse of the Crying Woman. And there's another still. Looks like it's going to be a really kind of a gothic type horror movie. Looking forward to watching that one. I like that they have the original title from the native of Mexico, and then they have the English title on the inside. So this is El Barón del Terror, and this is the English title. You can see that it's low budget, but this movie is actually very good. I enjoy this movie, and it's very creepy. In this movie, the atmosphere is everything. It really does have creepy atmosphere. It's very well done for a low budget. Thirsty for revenge, possessed with irresistible fury, the minutes of his enemies are numbered. Here's the next one. The Witch's Mirror. It almost looks like her knuckles are turning hairy, like she's turning into a werewolf. Or is it just, maybe it's blister or burnt. I'm not sure what's going on there. I haven't seen the movie yet. Movie from 1962. Looks like they have some updated stuff, because there's some of the features are from 2022 and 2023. You get the audio commentary with film historian and Mexican cinema specialist David Wilt from 2023. Rosita Arenas at Mexico Maleficarum from 2022, 13 minutes. So there's quite a bit of newer, updated bonus materials here. That's great. And then the last one, that looks fantastic. What a beautiful cover. This is Black Pit of Dr. M. Michael Myers fell into a pit. A horror show that your nerves may not be able to resist. So those were the 4 movies. I'll do a quick panning. I love the foreign titles. They look really great. These are beautiful additions. What a nice box set. Again, I would be interested if you guys have seen any of these. So I will open up the package of, I believe those are art cards, and then there's a book also, and then we will wrap this up. All right, so here are the art cards, or lobby cards, whatever you prefer to call these. Show a couple of still frames and some characters of the films in the box set. There's nothing on the back of these. I checked already. These are beautiful. Check that out. There we have the witch again with the burnt and blistered hands. I do have to warn you guys, if you've never seen the Brainiac before, that the cover of the monster looks way better than it actually looks in the movie. But it's still a fun movie. So really nice that they added these little art cards. Take another look. There's 5 total. Just do a quick little panning again, and then we'll move on to the book. A very thick, high quality paperback book. I'm guessing that this is about 100 pages. It probably said on the back, but I didn't really. It's definitely a 100-page book. Indicator can throw haymakers with the best of them. All of these box sets are beautiful. They're very high quality. I'll give a 10 out of 10 A+ to all 3 of these box sets. And actually the 4th one too that I owned already. For companies like this, they really want you to get your money's worth, and as a collector, I appreciate that. All the extra bonus materials and the art cards and these thick booklets for some of these rare, obscure movies that most people never heard of before. But the collectors know. The horror fans know these movies. And that's who these companies are making these high-quality box sets for, guys like you. And gals like you. I know there are some big-time females who love horror, and I think that's great. I think you got to get you a girl who likes horror movies, because she will be interested in your hobby just as much as you are. It's not as easy to find, but they're out there. Very high quality glossy pages, thick pages. Has a nice varnish on the page. Packed with photos and info, all the stuff that you would need for a box set like this. I give Indicator a big pat on the back, high five, thumbs up, all that good stuff. So again, you'll have to let me know if you have seen any of these. Let me know if you picked up any of these box sets, or if you plan to. If there's anything I'm missing from my collection that you think I need to own, I'm always open for suggestions, so you can comment down below with that as well. I'm going to put this stuff together. We'll do a quick little recap, and we'll end it. Girls are knocked out. They were up here again. I was moving some stuff around, and they knew I was going to record a video today. They couldn't wait to get up here, and now they're out. So the first one we showed was Homegrown Horrors Volume 2, put out by Vinegar Syndrome. And in this box set, you get Hanging Heart, Moonstalker, and Dead Girls. We also looked at Danza Macabre, Volume 1, the Italian Gothic Collection. And this set is Volume 1, the Italian Gothic Collection. You get 4 movies: The Monster of the Opera, The Seventh Grave, Scream of the Demon Lover, and Lady Frankenstein. And we had Mexico Macabra. And you get Black Pit of Dr. M, The Brainiac, The Witch's Mirror, and The Curse of the Crying Woman. So there are the 3, and then the other one that I showed that was part of the collection already, Homegrown Horrors Volume 1. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for dropping by, as always, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.